You cannot discover a place that already has people living there. To the guy who said Africa was discovered by Europeans, let me teach you something. You don't discover a place where millions of people already lived, traded, built kingdoms, and developed complex systems long before Europeans touched African soil. When Vasco da Gama arrived in 1497, he didn't find wilderness. He found cities, he found the Swahili coast, Kilwa, Mombasa, Mapungubwe, civilizations trading with India and China, especially Afrikaners. Stop clinging to the West. The future hasn't been there in over 400 years. And those Afrikaners who fled in 49 thinking they'd escape Africa, they died the day they left. Their children aren't Afrikaans, they're American. Their culture, buried. Their identity, lost.
Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this Facebook page and YouTube channel. Okay guys, without wasting much of time, I would like to give you guys a chance to watch this video. Hear what this white guy, hear what he said concerning Africa. Like, it's so crazy to see that some of these white people will come outside to say Africa was discovered by the white people. Like, Africa was discovered by the white people. This is a continent that have millions of people before the Europeans had them. Africa was in existence before the Europeans came with their fake colonies. But now, some of these white people will come outside to say they discover Africa. How can you discover a continent that has been in existence before you guys came? No. How can you discover a place that have a lot of population? Not just population, they have a place that already have cities. Have like it's crazy to see how these people talk. Anyways, let me give you guys a chance to watch this video. Hear what this our brother said. We'll come back to put more light on this issue. You see the mentality these white people have. That is what sank in their head, thinking that they are the ones who discover Africa. That's what their forefathers stood there. But we're going to let them understand that Africa has been in existence before their forefathers came to colonize Africa. We were living before. Watch this video.
You cannot discover a place that already has people living there. To the guy who said Africa was discovered by Europeans, let me teach you something. You don't discover a place where millions of people already lived, traded, built kingdoms, and developed complex systems long before Europeans touched African soil. When Vasco da Gama arrived in 1497, he didn't find wilderness. He found cities, he found the Swahili coast, Kilwa, Mombasa, Mapungubwe, civilizations trading with India and China centuries earlier. Only thing Europe discovered was its own greed. You didn't discover Africa. You invaded it. You renamed it. You redrew the borders. You enslaved and colonized. That doesn't sound like discovery. It sounds like theft. Why do we still believe this lie? Because history is taught from the perspective of the thief, not the victim. And that is why your textbooks lie. Yes, I am white. Yes, I have green eyes. But no, I'm not European. I'm African. And to every white South African, especially Afrikaners, stop clinging to the West. The future hasn't been there in over 400 years. And those Afrikaners who fled in 49 thinking they'd escape Africa, they died the day they left. Their children aren't Afrikaans, they're American. Their culture, buried. Their identity, lost. You do not preserve a culture by running. You preserve a culture by evolving. If you really care about being Afrikaans, about your blood, about your identity, about your children, then your future is in African unity. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to become part of Africa's direction or you will be wiped out by history. Just like any settler who thought they could live on borrowed time. Pan-Africanism isn't just for black people. It's to anyone committed to the land, the people, and the future of Africa. The next war is already here. The war of ideas fought in our soil, over our resources, and over the direction of Africa. It's time to stop being settlers and start being African. White people are racist, and not because they are evil, but because they were raised in racist systems, rewarded by racism and defended by systems built on it. You are not the exception just because you are nice. You are the product. And when the system gets challenged, fragility explodes. That is why progress dies in the classrooms. In 2023, over 36 US states banned honest history because truth shatters the superiority myth. And in South Africa, try discussing land restitution without a riot or denial. This isn't emotion, it's psychology. Fragility is protection. And men, we are the worst. Studies show men, all races, are statistically more fragile, more reactive, more threatened by facts than women are. And we confuse discomfort with injustice. And the superior man can't be educated because education requires humility. And that is why my work offends you, because I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to dismantle. Prayer didn't end apartheid, and poverty is now the new religion. Let's get one thing clear. Prayer didn't end apartheid, and God didn't free South Africa. Communists did, atheists, misfits, rebels, and the ones who were cast out of polite society. Ones your church called dangerous. It wasn't the pious who bled for freedom, it was the unorthodox thinkers, the radical species of mind who dared to say, let's have it burn. Now the ANC, the so-called liberators, have become a church, a religion of managed poverty. They preach freedom but deliver hunger. They baptize the poor in slogans and keep them holy in unemployment. Poverty has become sacred, untouchable, institutional. And behind it all, the true colonizer still reigns. Not Holland, not Britain. Jesus. Mental empire. The theology of submission. Christianity didn't just colonize land, it colonized thought, ladies and gentlemen. Don't tell me that the people are free. We swapped one master for another and now people sing hymns to poverty and call it democracy.
Okay guys, you watched this video. You heard everything our brother said. Yeah, I quite understand everything he said. Concerning the first video I played, where he said, one of these Europeans said they discovered Africa. You cannot discover a country that has been in existence. A country that have kingdom. A country that have cities. A country that have millions of people. So how is it possible that you guys discover such country? No, you guys didn't discover. You guys invade Africa. You guys invade our privacy. You invade everything about Africa. You stole everything about Africa. You did not discover Africa. You guys did not discover Africa. So these white people need to know this. That Africa has been in existence before their forefathers came to steal what does not belong to them. You guys need to know this. See, gone are those days when you guys deceived us. Oh, the Europeans, we are here to help. You guys are not here to help. You guys are here to steal from Africa. You guys are not to help Africa. You have to steal from us. And we know this now. And concerning the other one, he said, running away from Africa, coming to this Western world to get a greener pasture. At first, we were thinking that Europe is the last bus stop, where one can get the greener pasture, everything is here. We never knew that those guys are stealing from us to beautify their country. It is now we know that these people steal from us to beautify their country. So it's high time Africa will build our own. The reason why some of all these African people are still running away from Africa, the reason why some of us are still here, it is because of our failed leaders who refuse to build Africa, who refuse to build our countries. That's why many of us are still running, coming to this country. That's why many of us still remain in this Western world. Believe me, if Africa, like, I'm not talking about Burkina Faso, Niger, and the Mali, I'm talking about my own country, Nigeria. If Nigeria chased out all these colonial masters and stand to do things on their own, just the way Burkina Faso are doing it now, bro. See, millions of Nigerians will come back home. Put an end to all these terrorists, all these quagmires taking place in the country. Believe me, millions of Nigeria that is living outside the country will come back home. They are saying 250 million Nigerian citizens. Bro, if the ones where they outside country come hand, we pass 250 million Nigerian citizens. We are close to 400 million citizens. All over the world, Nigeria there everywhere. Nigeria full everywhere. Zero born for outside this country. See, when we come back home, bro, and I go for the church, say the country too full, oh, bro. But because we have bad leaders, we have evil leaders. That's why many of these people, they are leaving the country. I understand with my white brother. I understand what he's saying. Racism, they are trained with it. They born them with racism. These white people, they are racist like mad. I read one comment when one of our brothers was discussing about these white people, how they treat us, how they, do all this kind of bad thing to us. Somebody went there and dropped this comment. He said, if you know these white people are bad to you, he's a black brother. He said, if you know these white people are bad to you, what are you doing in their country? Why are you putting on their clothes? Why are you doing things in their... Like, bro, I have to tell you, this guy, his brain has been chopped off. His brain has been chopped off. Before these colonial masters came to Africa, we have clothes. Nigeria is the first African country that have electricity. In short, we first did some of these Europeans have electricity. If you don't know, no. If you don't know, no. So don't think these Europeans gave you what you have today. No, bro. You have rights to have it in this country because they take it from your country. You are not supposed to be living like slave in this country. You know why you live like slave? Because our leaders are puppets today. So if they can control our leader, who are you? But I wish our leaders stand their ground to say, hey, enough. When you come to this country, bro, they will lord you. They will lord you. Do you see what is going on in Libya now? Before they destroy Libya, you guys know that Libya citizens don't travel out from their country. Even to this minute, they don't go out. They remain in their country. Because how Gaddafi put his people in his country. So if our leaders like Nigeria leader do same, bro, they will respect us and put us first. But we don't go there because the racism is there. It's there already. So our leaders, they are the ones that will fix Africa. If they want their citizens to remain back home, they need to fix the country. They need to fix it. Just the way Ibrahim Traöre is doing it now. That's how we handle it. Guys, let me bring this update for you guys. So for those white people saying that they discover Africa, you guys don't discover Africa. You guys invaded Africa. You guys invade Africa. Yeah. I'll hand this like please. Please share this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. As you do so, God bless you. See you guys on my next video. Stay safe, guys, and bye bye.